Many years ago, when I was taking Economics 101, microeconomics, in my undergraduate studies, I had a professor who would conduct experimentation in the classroom. He would have half the people trying to buy just a fictitious commodity, and the other half of the class trying to sell it to show various principles, like, for example, the sellers trying to collude with one another or various government interventions. And at the end of the experiment, he always counted down 5 more seconds for trading, and then he would say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it just became a very comfortable thought or a very comforting thing to hear at the end of the experiment, because it was just something familiar. And after I had finished the class, a few semesters later, I happened to walk by his classroom, and I heard him say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just gave me a real nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. And I didn't think he had been saying it for very long, though. He had been teaching that course for 30 years at that point. And I didn't think he had been saying it for long until one day I was reading a publication from somebody who had graduated from the school, and I knew he had taken microeconomics. This was an economics publication, and I found his email address. And after chatting up with him, I asked him if he remembered the professor, and he did, and he remembered the experiments. And then I asked him, well, do you remember what he said at the very end of the experiment when there were 5 seconds left for trading? And he remembered it. He remembered 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I asked him, what year did you take that course? And it was 1986. I took it in 2002 when he said it. And in 2011, I actually went back to the campus. I needed to pick up a transcript and a letter of reference from one of my professors. And I happened to look at the course schedule for the microeconomics course for the day I would be heading into campus. And wouldn't you know it, he was conducting a trading experiment that day. And so I decided to go watch. And sure enough, he said, oh, just like clockwork, he says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It just gave me a real nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, because it had been 9 years since I had taken the course. And at the time, in 2002, I wasn't eating as healthy as I was today. I had other things that were going wrong in my life, and I just didn't have all the things I take for granted today. It just gave me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling of how far I've come. My first instinct was to count how many years it had been, because I don't know if he had said it the very first semester he taught it, but he had been saying it since at least 1986. So it had been 25 years and he was still saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's more than a quarter of most people's lifetimes. And then I started to think about all the events that had transpired throughout history in the time that he had been saying his famous phrase. So 1986, we had the Challenger disaster. A year after I had finished the course, we had the Columbia disaster. And then in between that, we had Y2K, we had Bill Clinton being impeached. And I started to think about all the events. And what else did we have? We had the Berlin Wall coming down in 1989. And during that whole time, he was saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it just goes to show of how we human beings love routine, to the point that we can dedicate a quarter of our lifetimes doing it.